I didn't have any wheel slide. Didn't feel like anything was coming out from underneath me. Yeah, I didn't ride it this way last time. I think I came back this way through it. It's freaking cool. There's some big old dogs right there. Hopefully they don't bite me. Hi, puppy. Hey. Now we're really like riding out of here. Those are big dogs. I don't want to get bit by one of them. Come on. We have a new bike, and it's a good one. Matter of fact, this is one of my favorite manufacturers of e-bikes, and this is the Himiway D5 2.0. You guys saw the original video where I rode through Summerlin on the D5. Well, this one has had a lot of major upgrades, including one of the beefiest rear suspensions I've seen on an e-bike. It's got the single coilover shock that is adjustable in the center of the frame, but just looking at how it's built, it's definitely gonna be a lot more comfortable than the hardtail of the old bike. As a matter of fact, as I'm sitting on it right now, this bike, the suspension on this is just, wow, it's got that nice, whenever I hit something really hard, it absorbs all the shock, which makes it so your arse doesn't hurt as bad. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I just dropped something. Something fell out of my bag. I don't even know what that was. What was that? Huh, oh, they're tools. I dropped some tools on the road. Well, gotta pick those up. I didn't realize I had tools in the bag. It's always good to have tools. Let me put it in off mode so I don't take off on accident. Alex must have had these tools put in here. I didn't know that. I brought a bag because it's super hot out today. Well, it's not super hot, but it's hot. And you get thirsty on these rides when you're exposed to the sunlight the whole time. So now, you guys are getting the view of everything that goes wrong when I ride these damn bikes. We're starting at 0. Well, oh, that's because I had it on 0, dummy. You got to give the bike some power first. All right. 350-pound rider weight capacity. Starting at 0 in the middle of an inclined hill. Nothing. Right up it like it's nothing. Started at 0 in the middle of a big hill, slow incline. It took off just fine. It was a slow takeoff because I'm a heavy rider, but I'm already up to 16 miles an hour. I haven't turned on my GPS yet, so I don't know how accurate that is, but we'll find out soon. It handles really good. 26-inch fat tires. Take the low turns really easy. Has knobbies right around the front edge of the tire so you can get a little bit lower. We're gonna take it on the big hill, so we're gonna do a hill climb. We're gonna do speed tests. We're gonna do a ride for comfortability so I can let you guys know how it feels to ride. But right now, this bike's a big A+ in my book. It is, oh my God, it is so comfortable right there. It has gigantic dual crown suspension forks that have adjustments and lockout. It has a lot of travel on them forks too, from what I'm looking at. I don't know how many inches, but, and Tektro dual hydraulic disc brakes. And look at that, in the middle of the hill, just slowing me down like that. 17 miles an hour? Yeah. That's a skid. Let's look at that. I was a 17 when I did that. If you look right there on the ground, you see my skid mark right there? Skid mark. Those are good brakes. This is gonna be an awesome ride, guys. I'm excited. I've been wanting to ride this bike since I got it. I just got busy doing other things. We're gonna set up for our hill climb. I know that I might have to pedal a little bit. I might not. The last bike I rode on here damn near killed me when I got to the top. It was a little folding e-bike and it was rough. That was a rough ride. But I don't think that this one's gonna be as rough. I really don't. This is a good bike. It's a great brand. I stand behind Himiway. They just make quality product. It has a certified UL listed 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery hidden in the frame, exactly how I like them. A 48 volt, 750 watt rear hub motor, 3.5 inch full color display. It also comes with a 48 volt, 3 amp fast charger. So you're gonna charge a 15 amp hour battery in about 7.5 hours. Maxxis 26 by 4 inch knobby fat tires. Look at the knobs on those things, look at those. Yeah, we're gonna stay in the dirt. Shimano 8-speed shifter with 8 gears on the cassette and a Shimano Altus derailleur. And check out where the turn signals, brake lights, and tail lights are. We have a small headlight right there that's being blocked by a 360 camera right now, but it's there. You have adjustment for the angle of your handlebars. And the full color high brightness display with Bluetooth. It's probably hard to see in the sunlight right now, but I can see it with my sunglasses on. Plastic fenders, single-sided chain ring, but check out what they have here for chain slapping on the frame, protection of the frame. That's awesome. And of course they gave us this really nice rack right here, which I have a bag on because like I said, I needed some water to drink while I'm out. But this bike is just freaking awesome. Himiway just makes a really, really good product. The Himiway D5 2.0. That's enough yapping. Let's get up this hill. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So we'll give it a little bit of pedal assist. Yeah, this is a hell of a lot easier than the last bike I tried this on. And what gear am I in? I can't even see gear. I'm in gear 3 on this hill. But I'm not struggling so much. I'm in turbo mode because that's their modes on this, which would be pedal assist 5, I believe. And we're going 8 miles an hour, but it's not killing me. So you can see that when you confronted with big hills like this on these kinds of bikes, that you can do it easily. Especially as overweight as I am, if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah, that was easy. I'm not breathing nowhere near as hard as I was on the last hill climb I did. Oh, we got a little lizard running across the sidewalk. Get over there, little lizard. Stay out of the street. The cars will get you. Now, speed test. All right, when I got this bike, it was set as a class 2 e-bike. Might have been set it was class 1 e-bike. I had to go into settings and set it to get it up to its advertised top speed of 28 miles an hour. So I went ahead and did that. It's a little bit of a work through, but it's easy. It's not that hard to do. I love the control panel on this bike. They've changed it from the last one, I believe, but I love this setup. I wish the thumb throttle was on the right-hand side, but I'm getting used to it either way. I just love how they have the pedal assist modes here. You get your turn signal switches here, and it even shows you, if you can see it on the display, that your turn signal is going, and you push it again, and it turns off. That's enough of that. I'll get you and your little dog too. Let's get on with the speed test. I'll do the call out for my GPS. We are set to turbo. Off we go. Oh, I love the seat. I love the cushiness. When I sit down, how it rebounds a little bit. So much nicer than a hardtail bike. We're already going 18 miles an hour. It seems like it's only 1 mile an hour off. Not even a full mile an hour off on the GPS. They're rebounding back and forth. 26 miles an hour so far on GPS, 27. 29 miles an hour on GPS. Holy cow, GPS says I'm going faster than the readout on the bike. But I do feel a little kickback. Once I hit 29, it's like, you're not going any faster. But how are we gonna do on this hill? And can we coast? Am I gonna have a green light or am I gonna have to slam on the brakes and stop? We'll see when we get down here. That's awesome. Right out of the box, just did a couple little changes in the settings, and we're going 30 miles an hour now. What happens if I just coast? I let off the throttle. Is it gonna kick me back? We're going 30 through the light. 29, drop down to 29. But we have a bigger incline coming up, so let's see how fast we get going as far as a speed test on gravity pulling us down the hill. Because we're coming up on it now. So right now, 28 on GPS. 29 GPS, 30. Bike is running like it's on a rail. super smooth, no wobbles, 31 miles an hour, 32. We're going 32 miles an hour on the Himiway. That might be our top speed, unless we're on a little bit steeper of an incline. Slowing down 31, pulling the brakes. That was the perfect speed test. It's been a long time since I've tested a bike and got it to its advertised speed without having to do a bunch of rigmarole stuff. Good job, Himiway, good job. You know what's great about this bike? Is that I haven't changed anything out of the box. I haven't changed the suspension. The only thing I changed was I unlocked it for top speed. The suspension is perfect right out of the box for a heavy rider. That's just, plus I love the feel of this bike. It kind of feels like you're riding a motorcycle. I mean, kinda, it's just, especially when I look down on my shadow and I see this gigantic wheel bike rolling down the road. Looks pretty freaking awesome. I know, it's the simple things really that make Mark happy. But that's what it is too. Haven't lost any battery bars. And that's what's going to be the true test of this bike, which we're going to go out and do another video later. Right now we're doing our first impression review. But how many miles can I get out of these LG cells? Typically, the budget e-bikes that aren't using cells as good, and they say 15 amp hours, I'm gonna get 15 miles out of those bikes. If I got some downhill, if I'm not doing hills, I might get 20. This particular bike, I'm expecting to get a little bit more, though we're not going to do a 15-mile ride today. We are maybe gonna do a little off-road though, because that sounds like fun on this big old bike. Let's see how this suspension really works. And here's the other thing. I fight when I assemble these bikes to get the front brake rotor not to rub on just about every single bike I build. And there's tricks to it, and I gotta mess with them. And then sometimes in the videos you hear the, because it's rubbing. And once they get bedded in, sometimes that goes away. I haven't had to mess with this bike at all. We lifted it up, I put the rim on, got the ratchet out, tightened it up. I haven't had to do any brake adjustments on this bike, not even a little bit. We're going 29 down this hill. Very, very comfortable. Love the seat. The rear suspension was the win-win for Himiway for this D5. Definitely a win-win. I remember how much fun I had riding the original D5, and then to ride this, just 100 times better than it was. All right, so we're gonna get over here in the turn lane, and we're gonna go looking around for a few things. We're gonna stop right here. We're gonna do a California stop. Mr. Bill Coleman loves those. We're gonna turn this corner and head down into the neighborhood and see what kind of fun stuff we can get ourselves into. Yeah, it's starting to get warm out here. Sun beating down on you. I need some water. That's why I tell these e-bike companies when they reach out to me, because a lot of states, when it's snowing, it's a lot harder to do these reviews. Vegas, we can ride year round. Just got to know when to do it. Like early in the morning, late at night, or early in the morning, early evening when it's not so hot. But when it's 115, there'll be a week or so where we don't ride. Curious about off-road on this big bike. So we're definitely going to check that out. Because that's how we roll. Through the dirt. We're getting a little bit of ways from the house, and I still haven't lost any bars on the battery. Man, when this bike gets going, it gets going good. Let's not quiet let's not quiet the rear motor is. The knobby tires are making more noise on the road than the motor is. I think I found a course over here the other day that I rode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe we'll ride through this. Yeah, there was a little dirt course over here. I just gotta remember how I got in here. I think it was right here. I think it was right here. Here we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Looks like we got a jump right here coming up too. Big old hill. Hopefully there isn't a giant hole on the other side of it. There's, whoa, wah, wah. This is cool. I don't know who built this, but this is fun. So this is a new course I found with these big old jumps. That's what they're doing out here. They're jumping these things. Oh, right through the loose gravel. Very easily took that. I didn't have any wheel slide. Didn't feel like anything was coming out from underneath me. Yeah, I didn't ride it this way last time. I think I came back this way through it. So we're kind of learning. Oh, suspension working great right now. Oh, yeah, check that out. Perfect. That's awesome. I don't know who did this course. It's freaking cool. There's some big old dogs right there. Hopefully they don't bite me. Hi, puppy. Hey. I need to get bit by no damn dogs. So we're gonna get out of here. Now we're really like riding out of here. Those are big dogs. I don't want to get bit by one of them. So we're not even on a course right now. We're literally just bombing through the desert to get away from the dogs. I mean, they look friendly enough, but you never know. And I'm not wearing any pants to stop teeth from digging into me. So we're just gonna get away from there. You know, I don't get it. I grew up with big dogs. My dogs never got out, ever. I didn't see an owner walking around with them. I just seen those dogs out here alone in the desert, and that shit ain't cool. Some kid's gonna get bit. Yeah, that ain't cool at all. We'll take this backwards, and we'll just ride back out of here. Here's our jump. Oh. And we're right through it again. And I'm riding right through the loose gravel on purpose, just to see how we're doing here. The suspension's taking this great. Even with the front forks locked out right now, I am not having an issue. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's not too jarring. Hell yeah. That was phenomenal off-road ride right there. Phenomenal cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. Well, I got away from the dogs. I had to look behind me just to make sure. I was almost somebody's chew toy. I don't need that. What do I got right here? We got something else here? I think it's just a little pass through. That's all right though. We will pass through to the other side. Oh yeah, this is cool. Just check your line of sight ahead of you, bomb. I'm going 18 miles an hour through here, 19 actually. Oh, that was super easy. Hell yeah, that was super easy. How do we lay down? Yeah. It hugs the road. It stays down good. It stays on the road good. It bites it good. These 26 by 4 inch tires really grab it. Not even using the brakes, just turning. I don't know, I was only going 12 miles an hour, but still. I didn't grab the brakes at all. I didn't grab the brakes there either. Yeehaw! Now, this bike has cadence and torque sensor built into it. So you can go into the settings and you can choose whether you want to do cadence or torque. I don't know what it's set at right now. I'm going to put it in pedal assist. I'm going to put it in Eco 2. I'm going to pull the throttle to get up on the bike, and then I'm going to start pedaling there. Okay, let's see what Eco 2 gets me at. I think it's on torque right now. So I'm getting up to 6 miles an hour in Eco. So put it in the next Eco. It says Eco again, what is that? It's telling me I'm assisting. That's cool. On tour, we're getting up to 10, 11. That's not bad. Sport, 12. I think we're on torque. Yeah, we are. All right, well, we're just gonna grab the throttle and go now. We're coming to a dead end up here, but the dead end in the desert typically means you have a little more off-road to do. And I'm good with that. So we're gonna do that now. Kind of having fun with the off-road. I feel like this bike is built for it. It's built like a mountain bike. Looks like it's up here. Well, it looks like. Right through these big ass rocks. Oh yeah, this is easy. We'll just go through this soft stuff real quick here. Look at the tires. Tires took it just fine. No slipping. Big old pothole right there. Still got some more soft stuff to go through right here. And this is gonna take us to our original course that we ride through. Look how loose this gravel is and go right through it like it's nothing. That was fairly simple to do for the Himiway, but the Himiway hasn't been on this course. And this is my favorite off-road course of all the courses that I ride when I do these videos, just because of the whoop-de-doos that are in it. And again, somebody put these branches in the way. They don't want us kids doing this. I'm trying not to run over any of the desert landscaping. Here's our turn to the best part of the course. And we're just gonna get going. See how fast Himiway can go through here. I'm in turbo right now, I believe. Oh. Not doing bad. Yeah, the suspension on this bike is fantastic. This is most definitely a fun bike to ride. Most definitely. So first impressions of the D5 2.0. This bike's awesome. But I knew Himiway was gonna send a really good bike because their bikes are just that good. I mean, they're a respected brand of e-bike with really good cells in their batteries. Now I've only put like 7 miles on the bike today, and I've only lost 1 battery bar. A lot of these bikes, even name brand bikes, I get to this point and my battery's almost dead, doing the same loop. Not this, we're only 1 bar down. And like I said, this is just our first impression video. We're definitely gonna take this out on a few more rides. This is a keeper bike. I think it's built for off-road. I bombed through that desert right there just now, and I know it's not like super off-road, but I bombed through there like it was nothing. I never had any slippage. The tire never tried to slide out from underneath me. I made it too tight of a turn at one point in time, so that was my own fault. I mean, that's just off-roading. That's just the way it is. But other than that, I'm going 21 miles an hour right now. Just flying through here, yammering on. Make sure you guys check the links in my description, because that's where you're gonna get all the information about this bike and how awesome that company is, and any other bike that they manufacture that you might be interested in. And there'll definitely be a discount code down there, so make sure you click on the link if this is the bike for you and use that discount code to save yourself some cash. Himiway D5 2.0, full suspension, 26-inch mountain bike style step through e-bike. It's a bad mother. It's a badass bike, guys. I'm so glad they reached out to me, so shout out to Himiway. See you guys on the next ride.